jury has already been sworn in by the judge as we head towards opening arguments that are set for Monday, April 27th. The judge said that each side's going to get 2 hours for their opening statement, and that is set for 1 p.m. that Monday. We could have been out of here hours ago, except for the fact there were several points at which all of the jurors were asked to leave the room so that the lawyers could debate. The defense team was saying that the prosecutors were trying to kick too many Hispanic jurors out of the jury pool, which is an issue that they're allowed to raise. I talked to 9 News legal expert Scott Robinson about that, and he said that there is sort of a prejudice, if you will, or a predisposition for lawyers to think that Hispanic jurors or African American jurors are more sympathetic to the defense. He said it's really a stereotype more than anything, but it is one that exists, and so that might have been why we saw that wrangling today. At the end of the day, though, the judge really didn't buy what the defense was saying about that. He heard them out, and at the end of the day just allowed the challenges to go forward. Each side got to kick off 22 jurors for any cause they want, and all the prosecutors had to do was basically say this wasn't race related and explain why it was they chose to kick a few of these jurors off. Got some previews of what we might expect to hear there. District Attorney George Brockler telling the jurors that they're in for a horrible 4 to 5 month roller coaster through the worst haunted house you can imagine. That's a quote. He wanted to make sure jurors could still reach a guilty verdict, even if they're not satisfied that they know the motive behind the attack. The law doesn't require to find a motive in order for murder charges to apply. And while prosecutors plan to talk about motive, the DA said it's possible we might get to the end of all this and not really feel sure about why all of this happened at that theater in 2012. He also wanted to make sure jurors wouldn't take it easier on Holmes if it might have been possible for someone to stop him from carrying out the attack that left 12 people dead. The defense, when they questioned jurors, was mainly concerned with making sure the case wasn't too big for some of these people to handle. There are 165 charges in the case, and they want to make sure each juror is going to weigh each and every one on its merits in advance. They also asked several questions of jurors about whether they'd feel compelled to deliver any sort of verdict one way or another in order to make the community at large happy about the outcome of this trial.